Good evening, guys, and happy Tuesday to all of your sunshiny faces. Guys, I woke up late today, but I got a ton of editing done. I actually only ended up getting to editing one vlog yesterday. I think I even told you guys in yesterday's vlog that I uploaded. I forgot I didn't. I was like, what was I doing while I was making my, while I was having my breakfast yesterday? I realized I was making my Meyer list, like finishing it. Like I had it done already, but I just need to like type it out. And I realized that's what I was doing yesterday morning, and I did not upload. So I've got so I edited only one vlog though yesterday. So then I did 5 today, plus I already had 2 on my Mac that were already edited. So I've got 8 right now that can be uploaded tomorrow. Probably not going to upload all of them, but I did a ton of editing because one of the things is that the SD card that I'm currently using right now, my other 2 are full. And so this one has got stuff from like early February and then, early February. And then I have stuff from like just recently that I've been like just using it for. So I'm trying to get this stuff off of this one because every single time that I have to download the footage off of it to edit the next one, it's on this one, and that's the same one that I have to use to record. So like yesterday it was a huge pain because I had to take it out to share with you guys like my Meyer haul yesterday, and I couldn't edit, so that's why like the SD card wasn't in there, so I didn't finish it. But I wasn't in my room, and so I didn't end up editing any. It wasn't near my Mac, so again, that's why I didn't do that. But I got to that and at least way more today, which is fine with me. So I was very productive in that. I also did my grocery lists already, so that I'm going to send that to my dad so that if he wants to, he can go to Tony's and or Caputo's tomorrow, or maybe Thursday, whatever. There's not too much stuff going on at either of those 2 stores right now, but I just have to make sure that the coupons for Tony's, I have to clip them and see like entirely what's included, so I have to send that too. So I'm not completely done with that. I just typed everything out, looked up, you know, what was on sale and all that, and compared the produce prices at all the stores, and I kind of looked to see what was on sale at every store, because that's normally what I will do when I make my grocery list. I will gather up my sales papers for that week, and I will look to see like, oh, what store has got like the cheapest price of apples. You know, Oregon too, just something, you know, we don't have to buy apples every week, but if they have them like on sale at 3 different stores, I'll look and see like, okay, what store has them the cheapest. You know, if no store has them that week, we just won't buy any. I mean, we don't normally like, you know, like need to have them. It's not like people are like, why don't we have any apples? You know, kind of thing. But, you know, so long as they're on sale, which normally they almost always are. But then too, if there's like another thing that like, you know, might be like a side dish like broccoli or cauliflower, or, you know, like if there's lettuce on sale, if not, normally that's something that I do buy every week, so we'll get that at Aldi. But like, you know, again, that kind of stuff I will compare and look at all the different stores and see what their cheapest price on those specific type of produce, you know, like whatever I'm looking at and comparing, and then I'll add it to my grocery list if it's stuff that we need or we'll use that week or whatever. Then I also compare like the meat prices too, if there's any good deals on meat, and then also to like deli meat as well, which I'll be honest guys, no meat has really, well, Jewel does have pub burgers on sale this week, but like no other store really has like meat on sale. I haven't seen a really good like chicken deal super recently. I think the last one was probably Tony's like grand opening sale, which I think was the beginning of February. That was the best deal I got on chicken breast when it was like 99 cents a pound. But I think Jewel was running like the same sale like that week, or you know, like the following week or something like that too. And those were the last 2 sales I think that I got, so I haven't gotten any deals on that. But again too, we bought a lot, stocked up and froze it so that we have it now when we haven't been getting any on sale. But like that whole kind of thing, I haven't been getting a lot of like meat on sale. And also too, like I've noticed even deli meat has not been that great a price recently. So anyways, I'll also compare that. Normally I'll either get that Tony's and Caputo's, unless for some random reason Jewel has it cheaper, which is almost never the case, so I'll always get it normally at Tony's, but sometimes too Caputo's will have theirs on sale or something different too. But like the only thing that's been on sale is like ham, and so like I think we got maybe one sale on like chicken breast, like once or something like that. But again, too, we haven't been getting a lot of deals, and it's still expensive. It's like $6.99 a pound, like for like chicken. So, you know, or like turkey, you know, meat, like deli meat. And so ham has been like $4.99 normally on average. That's like the most expensive that I'll pay for ham, because I can normally at least see that on sale on occasion cheaper. But again, I haven't seen it cheaper than like $5. So anyways, like I said, that's kind of how I do my grocery list. But I did that today, so I kind of compared everything to, like, I looked over Jewel's ad, I looked over Aldi's, but I did finish my stuff for Tony's and Caputo's. It's just, again, too, because the sales don't go live until tomorrow. I can't see what coupons they have available, and like the same thing with Jewel too. I can see what they have listed in their ad, but until they actually have the coupons go live for that week's sale, I can't look up and double check that, you know, they have that, or, you know, that it's available, or, you know, that like they have other ones too. They're sometimes not always in the ad, like that kind of stuff. I can't see any of that until, like I said, it goes live. So the same with Tony's as well. Like, they did have a couple deals that I think we might do, you know, for this week, but I have to wait until tomorrow to actually finalize that. So I also don't want to add it to the list unless I'm sure. And again, too, since my dad will probably be going, I want to make sure that I tell him like what kind to get. Like, I think I'm gonna have him maybe get, because they do have cheese on sale again, that same deal that they had either last week or 2 weeks ago. I think I'm gonna have him get like either like a Mexican shredded cheese or something like that too, possibly just because we have what's it called, we have cheddar and mozzarella, but I'm almost out, I think, of like the Mexican style. So I think we're gonna pick that up, or, you know, put that on the list. But I just have to make sure that the coupon, that it's available. The last time it was, I just want to double check too, so when the coupon goes live, I can check to make sure that that type is included with that sale with the coupon. And the same thing too with like the they have Progresso soups on sale. It says vegetable classic, so I just want to make sure that I list out like what types the vegetable classic are, so that my dad can like go and pick out what he, you know, like whatever he wants to pick out, I guess. But I'll probably tell him to, like, if I just leave it open, because I think it's a limit of 6, so I think I was going to tell him just like go ahead and pick up 6 of them, because they were only 99 cents. But I want to kind of just like, I know the lentil soups, which I have a lot of times, are included, so I probably want to tell him like make sure you get that. So like I said, you know, I'm gonna probably, you know, at least a couple of them, and then anything else that you guys think you'd eat that are included in the sale. But I have to, like I said, list those once I see what the coupon says. I also got to laundry again today as well, which I actually, instead of washing all those blankets that I've still been washing, I was washing actual clothing today. So I think I'm going to like sporadically kind of do like clothes and the blankets at the same time. I'm like literally almost done too. And then because all of Jack's stuff got washed, like we rewashed all of the stuff that we found that was under his bed and, you know, all that kind of stuff, when we were cleaning upstairs, all of his bedding, I rewashed all that. So then I gave it to him to put on his bed, and then all of his old stuff is also needing to be washed, the stuff that was previously on his bed. So that's why, again, too, like all the blanket things and, you know, like I said, the sheets and bedding and stuff like that, I'm doing like, you know, like twice as much now, because I'm trying to do everybody else's bedding as well right now. But that's something that has been taking up a lot of my time and me trying to get caught up with as well for right now, with, you know, like I said, all of that, the laundry and stuff as well. But I've got a massive heap of laundry that's behind me right now that I need to get put away. The trouble, like, with putting my clothes away, I'm not normally a huge procrastinator. A lot of times I will just take my clothes directly to my, you know, to my closet, and I'll put them away. And there's no closet in my room. It's in my bedroom, doesn't have a closet, so I have to put it in my mom's office where there is the closet. That's my closet. So normally, again, too, when I'm finished up with laundry, if, you know, normally I don't have like a huge heap of clothes. I'll have like, you know, again, a couple shirts, you know, socks, whatever, that I have to go and put away. And so it's normally not like, again, like a basket full of laundry, because when I wash my stuff, normally I wash it in with everybody else's. Like, I don't sort everybody else's clothes out, you know, like, oh, these are my parents' stuff, this is Jack's and Matthew's. Like, everybody's stuff normally ends up in the bathroom for the most part. That's like community community laundry bin. You know, like everybody's bedroom has a laundry basket, but then, you know, when you get dressed in the bathroom, like, you know, take a shower or whatever, everybody's stuff ends up in there. So like I just end up doing like laundry from there. And a lot of times too, I don't, for some reason, I seem to have the least amount of clothes out of everybody else. Like I said, I will, maybe Jack even too sometimes, but like again, when I go to, you know, I finish a load of laundry, there might only be a couple things of mine that are in there. So again, it doesn't take me long to put my clothes away. I'll just have like, you know, again, like 2 minutes, and I just need to, you know, get hangers and hang up my shirts, and like I said, match up my socks and put them away, whatever. Like it doesn't take that much time. So normally I'm not a huge procrastinator about it, but one of the problems is that my sweaters I don't have them hanging up. I have them all folded in a like I don't know, Rubbermaid maybe, or like, you know, like a plastic, but it's like a like it's got drawers in it, and it's up in the attic, and it has my sweaters in it because it's seasonal. I don't wear them all year round, and so I don't have enough room right now in my closet or my room or anything like that to be able to like store extra stuff, so I have them up in the attic. But the problem is that whenever they're washed and cleaned, I have to go and walk them up into the attic, and I don't feel like doing that. There was a couple times too though where like my mom would either like in her office, or I couldn't like get into like my closet at the time or something like that, like there was stuff in the way. So I just ended up like leaving this stuff in here, and now it's accumulated into a whole pile of like sweaters mainly, and a handful of things that need to actually go in my closet because I never ended up putting them away. So like I said, it's kind of been, it's something that I need to get to as well, but I haven't stayed on top of that very well. So like I said, I need to do that and get that stuff put away. But like I said, I'm trying to still rotate in some regular clothes so people have clothes cleaned at the same time as washing all those blankets, because they're still sitting in a pile in the living room right now. But I'm not even joking, guys. That's how much of the blankets like that we washed, like between, again, those dog blankets from like that we're donating to shelter, plus ones that are just our throw blankets. But it's not just throw blankets, it's everybody's like bedding and comforters and like all that kind of stuff. So it's just like anything like linen related kind of it all, or like I said, blankets. It's like almost all being washed at the same time, so it's a big huge, like I said, heap of stuff that all has to be taken care of. The only exception is really my parents' laundry for the most part, like their bedding and my bedding. So everything that's Matthew and Jack's, even Matthew has a twin bed, so does Jack. But then Matthew also has his queen bed that's at school, and he has some stuff that's still here for it. And then when he eventually comes back, and I think he's getting my room, he will have that bed. I think he wants to have it in here. I told him good luck. I don't know where it's going to fit. I think he'd be better off with the twin bed. But he wants to keep his queen bed, which isn't impossible, because at one point this was my parents' bedroom, back when my grandma had the like master bedroom, which is a little bit bigger, and it does have a closet, which is the room I'm getting. And so this one though, my parents at one point this was their bedroom. Actually, I think everybody except for the master bedroom, which everybody will have slept in or lived in almost all of the rooms in like the house, except for like the kitchen and the living room or whatever. I think my parents never stayed in my mom's office. I did. Matthew and Jack both have at different points in time. Like they both shared that room at one point, but then now Jack's gonna have that room. Like I said, my parents, this was originally, me and Matthew shared this room back when we like first moved in. And then it was Matthew's room, and then I had my mom's office, and then it was like my parents' room at one point when my grandma moved in. My parents were originally upstairs. Then I think the three of us were upstairs, me, Matthew, and Jack were upstairs, and then my grandma was in the master bedroom, and I think that my mom's office was my mom's office at one point. It turned into her office again because it's the smallest room. Plus it has the back door, so it's like there's not a whole ton of privacy, which is kind of like annoying. But then this room was, like I said, my parents' bedroom. Everybody's room has been this room one time, and upstairs as well. Once I get the master bedroom too, I will have slept in every room in the house. And Matthew and Jack will have not had that bedroom. My parents' bedroom will have never been in my mom's office. Other than that, I think I'll be the only person that is like had every room in the house be their bedroom at one point. But I guess that's what happens when you live in the same house for over 20 years. A lot of people get moved around a lot of times. So hopefully this situation works out, you know, and like I was telling you guys too a while back, like Jack is getting really excited about this. Like, he's never had his own room. He has always shared a room with Matthew. So the fact that he's getting his own room now, he's like, I want to hang this up and I want to do this. And he's like talking about like getting a carpet for his room and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh my goodness, that's just so cute. Like, because again too, when I was really, really little, like, you know, again, I was 4 years old, Matthew was like a year old or whatever. Like, we shared a room at one point. Other than that, like, again, at pretty much every point after that, I've had my own bedroom. Like, there's never been a point where I'd had to like share with everybody else, or, you know, with anybody. So, you know, like, I didn't have a sister I had to share a bedroom with. So, like, to me, like, that's just, I don't know, I've never really experienced it. And like I said too, when I was like real little, like, again too, when me and Matthew shared a room at the same time, this bedroom, my parents painted like a rainforest theme. So like, even when you're like that little, like sharing a bedroom, it's not like you have to like compromise with somebody else. It's like your parents decide, you know, like what the kid's bedroom is going to be, kind of thing, you know, like the nursery room or whatever. It's like that whole kind of thing. Like, so you're not really getting like to pick it anyway. But I've never had to like compromise with somebody like, oh, I want to paint it like this, or, you know, I want to hang this here, or, you know, like anything like that. And even at that point too, I never really fought over anything like, oh, don't take my stuff or don't touch my stuff, or, you know, like that whole kind of thing, like Matthew and Jack do. So like I said, I think that Jack especially is super, super, super excited about getting his own room and getting to, like I said, decorate it how he wants to and hang posters where he wants. And, you know, like I said, he's like, oh, you know, I really want to get a carpet and I'm thinking about this, and, you know, all this kind of stuff. And so he's just like really excited, and I think about, you know, doing like having his own room, which is why he's like doing a lot to like help kind of get this process moving as well. But the really cool news, guys, is that we plan on Thursday, actually, because Jack doesn't have school on Friday. Thursday, we are going to move him downstairs into my mom's office. So although her stuff is still in there, he still has to share a room, partially. The one side of the room will be cleared. The other side, we can't take down any shelving yet until we finish the remodel upstairs, and then that stuff can go up there. So for the time being, though, he does still kind of have to share a room, and he can't do anything in there completely yet, just because of, you know, there's still other things that have to be done in there. But what we realized is that with the whole window situation, it's probably going to take a really long time still to get the windows done and replaced. Like, we're having somebody come out on Friday, but we're most likely not going to be able to have them replaced still for like several weeks out. So the idea was we move Jack downstairs once that's done. However, like I said, it might still take a really long time. So we're just going to try and move Jack's bed back out when we get the chance to get the windows put in, or when we plan on, you know, whenever they tell us that we'll be able to have them put in. So like I said, that's the one thing, but we're moving him down so that, you know, like what we decided on was, well, we can move him down and then just start doing the stuff upstairs and start tearing out the drywall, start tearing out the carpet, all that stuff that needs to be done. And that way he's not up there, nobody will be up there, and nothing will be up there. And so we can just get done with all of that, and then we can move on to the, you know, that next point. And at the same time too, we can most likely get the windows done and replaced upstairs at the same time that we need to. So like I said, that is the whole plan with everything. We're moving a little bit quicker and not quite in the like path that I kind of figured we would be. But like I said, I was kind of thinking about it. I was like, it's going to take us a really long time. I think I mentioned to you guys that in a couple days ago's vlog. I was like, well, it's going to take us a really long time to get the windows done. And so we'll probably have to move Jack down sooner than we planned on, and just kind of not go like that. Like, you know, we have to do this first or whatever. It's gonna have to be one of those where like kind of living in a little chaos at the same time, because it's not going to be done before we can finish, you know, move him. And so we don't want to just be sitting around on our hands basically where we can't do anything, you know, so that way we still we can still get the stuff done upstairs. And then again too, they'll probably be able to do the upstairs windows, and we could maybe again too, I'm thinking the demo, honestly guys, we could have it done possibly by this weekend or next weekend, like, and then we could be totally done. And then we just need to get the new drywall put up, and we just need to get the hardwoods done, and then we have to do like molding, and then we have to do painting, and then we'll be done and we can move my parents upstairs. So that's the idea. But like I was saying too, you know, like we just have to move Jack downstairs for a while, and hopefully too, by the time we're like the rest of the stuff is all being put in upstairs, the windows will be put in upstairs, and then that whole room will be done all at one time, and then the windows downstairs will also be done. So like I was saying, that is the idea, that is the plan of what we plan on doing and everything. But it's just, like I said, we're gonna be in chaos for a little while, and I feel bad for Jack because like he's kind of getting shoved in there a little bit, you know, for the time being, and not kind of in a space that, you know, either was his bedroom and he has to again kind of share it, and it's not finished, and he's not gonna have all of his furniture in there at the same time because there's not enough room at all. But like I was saying, there's just, you know, we kind of have to work in what we have, and we can't like move people into the spare bedroom because we don't have one. So that's the most spare bedroom really that we have, you know, the guest bedroom. But like I said, this is, you know, we're definitely getting moved along a lot faster than we were originally. I felt like we honestly could be like well past the point we are at now, like to the point where the windows are actually in, if we would have been moving a little bit faster earlier. I felt like there was a couple of weeks where we were just like, like weekends especially too, like we did this all in a couple weekends. Like we finished a lot of this stuff, and like I said too, I feel like the demo's normally the quickest part. We'll probably be done with that, I'm hoping, in 1 weekend. 2 I think tops would be, you know, like being generous, I'm thinking. But you know, so long as nothing else, you know, drastic ends up coming up, should be pretty easy. So me and Jack were even talking about on that Thursday, or you know, Friday when he's home from school, we could actually start probably tearing out on our own, because I know how to do it, tearing out all of the molding that's upstairs, and possibly maybe even take down some of the drywall. But like my dad has to cover the heaters that are upstairs and like that kind of stuff, so we might end up waiting, and we have to get the lights taken down. So like I said, that we might wait with, but there's no reason why we can't get the molding taken off. That's, you know, completely, we're capable of doing that, and it's not going to make a big mess as far as like dust and all that kind of stuff goes. So that's a plan. Like I said, we're getting really moved along really quickly, and I think I want to say that that means Jack's on spring break the following week, which means we could be doing even more stuff. So we honestly too, if that's the case, me and him could probably finish demoing all of upstairs, tearing out the carpet. Like my mom's teared out the carpet in the, well, I think there was carpet in the master bedroom originally, there was in the living room. She tore like all that stuff out, so she can't do that anymore. But I'm sure if we need a supervisor of somebody that's had experience doing it, because I've never personally done it before. But if we do, again, she's right there, you know, while my dad's at work or whatever. And again too, I don't think it's all of too much difficult, you know, like doing it. Like you know, like I think I did maybe pull out carpeting that was, there was carpeting in my mom's office too at one point, because there's still carpeting in the closet. But I think I did pull out carpeting that was in our linen closet, or not linen closet, our front hall closet, like our coat closet. There was still, and there was nails in there for the longest time. We finally got them like taken out because there were still like the nails around the edge. So again too, like that kind of stuff, like I know, you know, like, and that was old, maybe it wasn't that old carpet, I don't know how it's done upstairs. But like I said, I'll have to figure it out. But you know, I know what to look for, how to, you know, like I say, kind of go about doing it. For the most part, I think it'll be pretty somewhat easy, hopefully. A lot of physical labor, but you know, other than that, I think that we should be, you know, like I said, there's not you know, the whole point is that we're up there to do damage. I don't think we can do, hopefully, too much more than what we're supposed to be doing. But like I said, I think that, you know, we could probably get it done then by next weekend, and then be able to start with whatever the next process is, like getting the drywall then put back up and all that kind of stuff. And so who knows, maybe by like at the weekend after Easter, my parents maybe could even be upstairs. I mean, wouldn't that be amazing? That again too, though, comes down to like how fast we can get somebody, because we can possibly hang the drywall. My dad just doesn't want to mud it and like tape it and all that kind of stuff. And the same thing with the floor too. I don't know if we're hiring somebody to do the floor, or if we're going to try and do the floor ourselves, or what it's going to look like. But again too, for the most part, that stuff is, you know, like we're kind of capable of doing. But again, that would be really cool, because I was telling you guys too, we're in a time crunch with how soon Matthew's coming home from school. Like it's going to be really soon. And so you know, like I said, it's like mid-May, so we're looking at needing to get stuff wrapped up hopefully pretty quickly here here, and I think that, like I said, we're really on the right path to doing that. But anyways, I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see y'all very soon, shiny faces, tomorrow. So bye guys.